Welcome to episode 2 of Kid Talk plus Mom Thoughts, a family chat with Alex and Maurice.
In today's episode, we're talking about two wonderful movies we recently found on Disney Plus. The first movie is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And the second one is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Road Trip.
Grab your drinks and your snacks and let's begin our chat. The first movie, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, came out in 2014.
We did a little bit of research, and this movie is actually based on the book Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and it was written by Judith and illustrated by Ray Cruz. And it was actually published in 1972. So apparently there were published 4 books, and all of them were featuring the character Alexander. The first book was, of course, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And then it followed by another 3 sequels, which was Alexander Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. And the third one, it was Alexander Who's Not, do you hear me? I mean it, going to move. That's the third one. And the fourth one, Alexander Who's Trying His Best to Be the Best Boy Ever.
The movie is about a boy named Alexander, like me, who from the moment he wakes up, he has a very, very difficult day. He tries to explain his frustration to his family, but they don't seem to understand. On his 12th birthday, he wishes for his family to have a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, and well, it actually happens.
His family had also planned a birthday party, but Alexander wanted to cancel it because he was used to things not going his way. He was told no one would come since another boy was having a party on the same day. However, he soon realizes his birthday is actually going well. During the school day, his crush Becky tells him the other party got cancelled because the birthday boy got chickenpox. This shows that sometimes things can turn around when you least expect it.
I think that's a really nice point, the fact that you say that things turn around, because in real life that's what happens. Nothing stays the same. You can have a very, very good day and the next day not so good, but that's part of life, and that's what makes you grow and understand and learn from your mistakes. It gives you a life lesson, I think. So now that we know a little bit about the movie, what do you guys think if we just start answering some questions?
Yes!
Awesome. So let's begin with this question. What was your favorite part of the movie?
Mine was when Alexander was sleeping and his brother Anthony went with a tube thing and started blowing from it. Then Alexander got mad at him for blowing on his tube. Then he came out of the bed and slipped on a skateboard.
Yeah, that it's funny, but at the same time, it was a little bit dangerous for that to happen, wasn't it? That's so cool. What do you think, Alice? What was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie was when Ben Cooper, Alexander's dad, went to a shop and the people who were trying to give him a job were talking to him, and then Ben Cooper was showing some tricks, and then he got burnt by fire.
But I think that is really funny as well. And then, do you guys remember what happened afterwards? So he got caught on fire because, as Alexander said, he was playing some tricks, trying to impress the people that were trying to hire him. Do you guys remember what happened after he got caught on fire?
He was kicking the bins.
No, it was before that. So he got caught on fire. He was panicking, of course, because imagine seeing yourself, on fire. It's not like you're gonna be all cool. So he freaked out, and what did he do?
He put his hands into the fish tank.
Yes, he went. So he ran, and he was looking for something, to so that he can put the fire away. And the only thing that he could see it was this fish tank. So he ran towards the fish tank, and he put his hands inside the fish tank. And then everybody went quiet. His family, because his family, on this scene. Do you guys remember that his family was with him, but they were on another table and they were kind of like there to support him, and so they saw everything that happened, and so when that happened, when he got caught on fire, and then he went and put his hands in the fish tank, everybody went quiet, so he just left the restaurant.
What about you, mommy? What about your favorite part of the movie?
So my favorite part of the movie, it was when, after all the chaos that was happening during the day, there was a point where Alexander was just standing and looking at his family and kind of got enough. He's like, okay, it's enough. I'm tired of all these bad things happening to us. We are going to turn this situation around. So I think that he made the effort, even though he made the wish for his family to experience a bad day. I think it was the point where when he realized that, okay, let's change, let's turn this around and make this bad day a good day, a day that we can remember. So I think that's my favorite part. So on Disney Plus, of course, we watched this movie on Disney Plus, but we watch because of this movie is rated on Disney as 9+. So that means that you guys were able to watch it. In you guys' opinion, do you think this is suitable for children under 9? And if you don't think it's suitable for children under 9, why do you think so?
I think it's not suitable for kids under 9 because they're like inappropriate parts.
Can you give us an example?
Like when Alexander's big brother was sleeping, he was like saying inappropriate things to his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I remember that when he was having the conversation with his girlfriend over the phone, and then Alexander was thinking that his brother was talking to him, and Alexander was like, "What? What are you saying?" Yeah, I remember that part. That's true. What about you, Alexander?
Movies always have ages, right?
Yeah.
So when they have ages, it's for a reason, because some games are violence and some movies are violence. So I think the age should be 10 because Alexander's dad got on fire, and I think it's not that suitable for 9.
So you think that it might upset children seeing somebody, of course, it was not him, but it was his clothes cutting off on fire, but at the end of the day, they're gonna see fire. So if children below the age of 7 watch this, they might get upset.
I think so.
That's a good point.
What do you think, Mommy?
For me, I agree with Alexander and with you. So the 9+ is, well, sorry, I agree with Alex because Alexander said 10. So at the end of the movie, when everybody was celebrating Alexander's birthday, at some point, there were 3 cowboys that arrived to the party, and they were dressed they were dressed as a cowboys, of course. So the reason why the dad booked those cowboys to go to the party, it was because I think his son liked cowboys, or it was about Australian cowboys, something related to that. However, he didn't realize that those cowboys were there to perform an adult show. So I'm not gonna give details, but I believe that they will understand what I'm talking about. So when the parents realized that, because the music was playing, they started shouting, "No, make it PG!" And then kind of stopped, and then just had fun. Everybody was dancing, but there was nothing major. But I think that scene was too much for a 9-year-old or under 9 to watch. So I think maybe 10 plus is alright. So I believe that every movie we discussed previously, every movie has a message. Do you think this movie has a message, or did you learn something from this movie?
I learned that not to wish something bad, because when you wish something bad, it sometimes happens.
Yeah, and there's no reason why you should be wishing something negative on anybody. So that's a good point, Alex. Thank you. What about you, Maurice?
I think there's a message in the movie that you should never give up.
That's a good point. No matter what's going on in your life, if you have a bad day, allow yourself to just go and just, maybe go for a nap, or maybe speak to your parents or to your friends, and then that's it. The next day is another day.
So, mommy, what about you? What do you learn from the movie?
So I think it's really important for us to realize that we sometimes might have good days, bad days, and if you are having a difficult day, that you should always allow yourself to feel sad, angry, or any sort of feeling that you might be feeling at that point, at that sort of moment. And however, not just to be thinking about, oh, what happened yesterday, or what happened 3 weeks ago. As soon as you just have another day, it's another start, it's another chance to make things better. So I think that's an important thing to know, and also that I kind of learned from this movie. So moving on to another question. Is this a movie that you will watch again?
Yeah, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, I think so too. What about you, Alex?
I'll watch it again because they have some funny parts.
Yeah, and apart from that, I think it's just a nice movie just to watch with your family. I just feel it's nice. So that's amazing. The last one and really important question that we have for this movie is, overall, from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, of course, how would you rate this movie?
10 to 10.
10 out of 10. And what about you, Alex?
I'll rate it 9 out of 10.
Ooh, I will say, I don't know, I think I like it, so I will say 10 out of 10. Ooh, applause for the movie, it did well. Now that we finished talking about the first movie, shall we move to the next one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, this movie is Alexander the Terrible, Horrible, Not Good, Very Bad Road Trip. So, it's sort of the same as the first movie. However, everything happens to the family when they are going on a road trip. And this movie was released in March of 2025. So, it's like pretty new, a pretty new movie. In this story, the difference is, like, in this story, Alexander still believes he has the worst luck. And at one point, he finds an important object that he thinks was stolen by his great-grandfather. And when his family goes on a road trip, because his mom is a travel journalist, he sees it as a chance to return the object. Through a series of chaotic events that happened to them, they ended up in a place in Mexico called Soledad, and then they realized a couple of things, such as the object was not even real. It was not the original. So what Alexander was thinking, it was not correct. I will say, apart from the obvious difference that one was a road trip and the other one was only the bad day, I feel like on the first movie, Alexander was having a bad day. However, the second movie, which is the road trip, Alexander was thinking and feeling that he was the one that had bad luck which is completely different. It's normal to have bad days, as we discussed previously, but when you actually think that you are the one responsible for all these misfortunes that are happening to your family or to yourself, that's completely different. So I think Alexander has some couple of questions to ask. Do you want to start, Alex? Because I'm ready.
Yes. First question. When they arrived in Soledad and discovered the item wasn't actually authentic, what do you think Alexander realized?
You want to go first?
You can go first.
Oh, thank you. So I think, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, but when they discovered that the object wasn't authentic, Alexander was upset. So his family gathered around him and kind of explained to him that it's not him having bad luck, it's him having a bad day, which is absolutely normal. And they made him realize it's not you, it's just one of those days that happens to everybody. So I think that that's what he realized, that it's not his fault, it's just one of those days that didn't go the way that he planned it to go.
I think he realized that it was never him that had the bad luck. It was just having a bad day.
Yeah, so we agree. What about you, Alex?
I agree with you guys. I think it was just not him. It was just one of those days.
100%.
Okay, moving on to question. What was your favorite part of the movie?
I think my favorite part was when they were driving in the truck. Then a skunk appeared and spread them all in the face.
I think that was my favorite part as well, because the mom was singing, I think she was singing a song to the skunk, trying to kind of make him relax, and but it didn't go well.
I think that was my favorite part too, because Alex was screaming and then the skunk started spraying them.
Yeah, actually, that's true. It was when Alexander started screaming that the skunk freaked out and sprayed everybody, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to another question. This movie is also rated 9+. Do you agree?
I think not. I think it should be 10, because when the man gave him the ice cream truck, they were riding it. Then then the kids were riding the truck by accident. Then it fell off the hill and it exploded.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of explosions and a lot of tragic things. And what you were referring is like they were driving it. So the sister, at some point, the truck was moving by itself. So the sister had to drive, and she couldn't control the... So the brakes were not working, and she couldn't control the ice cream truck. So at some point, the truck fell off the cliff. Of course, they didn't. But I think it's just too much for under 9. So 9+ is fine for me.
Myself, I think 9+. Wait, no, 10+, because when they were eating in the kitchen before they went to the road trip, the grandfather told them a story about their great grandfather, that he was trying to put fire and explode the item, and then the item got to the house. I don't know why it was in the house, but it was in the house for 100 years.
So you think like it was just too much for on the 9s?
Yeah.
Moving questions. Is this a movie you will watch again?
Is it okay if I go first, or you want to go first, Alex?
I think it was funny. I want to watch it again because I think there was some funny parts in the movie when the skunk was spraying them.
I'm gonna be honest. I prefer the first movie than this one. So of course, with you guys, I will watch it. But if I'm, by myself or whatever, I wouldn't watch it again. What about you, Maurice?
I don't think I'll watch it that many times, but I will watch it again, but not that many times. Moving questions. Do you think this movie has a message?
I think it has a super powerful message, and I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, Alexander. I think, as we mentioned before, this movie is quite different because Alexander in this movie, he thinks he's the one that has bad luck, and because he is everywhere, that something's bad is gonna happen, and I don't think that's something that children should be thinking or children should be responsible for, or even adults. We don't carry bad luck. It's just, and in fact, we all the time thinking that it's us, we are gonna attract negativity. So that's what I feel like. We shouldn't be thinking that it's us bad luck. No, it's just bad days. It's nobody carries bad luck. It's just a bad day. That's all.
I think the message is, I have a funny message to tell you guys. The message is not to scream in front of a skunk when a skunk is next to you.
Or what will happen?
It will spray you.
Yes, that's a good one, Alexander.
I think the message is like, if you're having a bad day, don't blame yourself for the bad day, because that's what Alexander did, was blaming himself for everything that was happening on the road trip.
That's true. It's not good for us to be blaming ourselves, as we discussed before. And we have one last question.
Moving questions. Overall, from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate this movie?
I'll rate the movie 10 out of 10.
I will give it 7 because at some point I was just like falling asleep, to be honest.
8 out of 10.
Okay, we give it a good score. So oh my God, guys, I can't believe we have finished our second episode of our podcast. As we mentioned before, please just be patient with us. We're trying to understand and get better at this podcasting, but we will do it. We will do it because we are not gonna give up, right?
Yeah.
So with that said, we would like to thank you all for taking time to listen to our podcast, and we will hope to see you on the next episode.
Bye.